What's up, guys? Just spent an hour or so cleaning everything up here, like all the miscellaneous pieces. Here, let me show you. Like the shifter rods and where the reverse gear goes on, and just like the shift fork bolts and everything like that. I made sure the cases were really clean, and clean up the oil pump and this tube for spraying oil on the bearings and the reverse mechanism. You know, all the races are in. This race, and then these two we put in later. But I went through, like, cleaned all the bolts. It was like finding out where they line up. So these are like the only 6mm thread or 10mm head bolts here in the trans. Then like this bolt, there's two on this. This bolt, this bolt, this bolt, and this bolt are all the exact same bolt, if anyone's wondering. There's one longer bolt here. And then, where's the guides? All right here. These guides, that's a little bit shorter bolt. It looks like these, but it's just a little bit shorter. And then, like, you know, before me and my buddy Harold, we cleaned these up before. These are for that plate. That's really about it. So I'm just gonna go through and torque these all down, get everything ready, put the diff in, put the shafts in, and I'm basically going to be stuck till the reverse gear here gets machined down. I'll show you that when I get it. But yeah, after I get that and it's all machined down, then I can put it on and put the case back on here and get everything kind of started to get buttoned up. But I'm waiting on that guy to get that done for me. So, but I'll get done what I can here and show you guys. So we have the pickup tube for the oil pump, and there's this little O-ring I just pulled out, so that's garbage, right? I'm gonna put a new O-ring in there on that, and then we have, you know, there's 5 of these, so that's garbage. Put that's garbage. Do that. Here's the fill, drain. You have the breather, right? That's garbage. Put a new one on the breather. You have the reverse light switch. Garbage. Put a brand new one on that. Whoops. Hard to do one-handed. I'll do that. You have the lock for the shifter. Show that later, but anyway. Right, you got that. This and this are for the speedo. This ends up going in there. I'll change it later. And this is also for the shifter. This is the bolt that holds the reverse thing. It goes into this eventually, right? So that has a gasket. So it goes in the outside of the case. Here's a new gasket. I might change it with an ARP bolt so it's clean. And then this is the gear stack nut, which SQS has its own. These two are for the oil pump, the big tube or the cooler, right? Here's an old gasket. Pull this out, right? We got 2 of these. So one goes on the bottom. So one goes here. Brand new gasket. That's in there, and the same one. And then if you flip this over, on the bottom there's a gasket right here. So, got new gasket, new O-ring for that, new gasket here, new gaskets on all this, and that's basically all the gaskets. There's all the old ones, and then I'll change this over later, but then I'll start, I'll put it all together and tighten it down. So I've got the O-ring in there, got everything going back. Alright, this tube in there, got the O-ring in here. This slides into there. Get that tube to go down there. So here, we had to line up to get this tube in there and this tube in there, right? That goes in. So then we got this long bolt, this shorter bolt here, this shorter one there, this shorter one here, and I'll just tighten those up. Put a little dab of blue Loctite on everything, because with all the vibration, even though it doesn't call for it, just a little bit, just something. We'll put it on them all. Strong them up and tight with the Loctite. Alright. Torque at the spec, we're at 13 foot-pounds, right? Yep. Go through and do these. That one's good. That's good. That one's good. That's good. Alright, just clean the magnet off. Put that in this little cubby hole here. Oh, it's gotta go this way. I'll show you guys that real quick. So, here's the magnet. Just goes right there, and when you put the other case on, it just holds it in there. That's like the low point of the trans, so it catches all the metal sitting in the oil. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I gotta do this plate. There's no torque spec for this in the manual, but let's make it tighter than it probably needs to be. It's pretty good. Alright, these gotta come out to put everything in. So we got oil pump gear in. Diff is in. Now we gotta finagle this and get the drive shaft in, or the output shaft, I mean. And for people that don't know, just this is the SQS, right? And you can see like right there, Kalmar. So SQS is like a Kalmar distributor. That's as you can see, my final drive is 4.333. It's 52 to 12 teeth. So obviously this is 52 teeth and there's 12 teeth here. This gives you a 4.333, and then here's the oil pump gear for it. So I'll get the output shaft in and input shaft and see what we got here. Alright, see if I can finagle this in by here. There we go. The oil pump gear back in. Rubber lines up again. It drops in. There we go. So I'll get that in. Put this one in. There we go. Of course, it's going to lock up because it's double engaged, both these gears. So, yeah. So got this going. It's getting there. Now I'll put in the pipes and I'm waiting on that reverse gear that goes here. Because like I said, you get this, but then the reverse gear's got to get machined so it doesn't interfere with the first gear here. I mean the reverse gear would hit first gear, so they got to machine it down. So wait for my buddy to get that finished, and then I can do the final assembly. Alright, here we go. I just got this in the screws, but not all the way tight. So we can do this stuff. You got this thing with the reverse. Gotta get it in there, right? Then you can put this in there. That's the interlock thing. I'll put the forks on. Slide it over. Slide that over. This fork down. Whoops, forgot to put this in. There we go. I'm going to red Loctite these because I know a guy who had them come loose and ruined a couple of his gears. So we'll do this. Red Loctite, 17 foot-pounds. Click it many times. All right, let's do another one. Red Loctite, and a lot of it. Do this one. Foot-pounds. Good tight. Click, 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 click. Yeah. this one now. Gotta pull this up so that little thing goes in. There she goes. Alright, line this up for the bolt right there. Red Loctite. $17 foot-pounds. That's it. So that's all done. I can do these detents real quick. That with some blue Loctite. That's what it calls for. All right, 6mm. The other one. Little blue Loctite. All right. There we go. That's the middle. And this one, the detent's up here. So the case has to be all the way on. That's the middle. So then I need to find that torque spec. 18 foot-pounds. That's good. That's good. The next thing is to put in this reverse gear, but again, right here, that goes on here, and this thing moves it up and down, but I can't till I get it machined, so I am completely stuck. So, yeah. So until the future, I guess this is done for now. I'll be back.